everyone, it's Nick Campbell. And I think we finally found a primetime block we can get behind once Pretty Little Liars gives out. Drunk Mom Investigations, followed by the Spencer and Hannah Detective Hour. Not since Murder, She Wrote and Magnum P.I. teamed up has there been a more powerful 1-2 punch. The crossovers, the adventures, the empty wine bottles. Drunk Mom Investigations is just about the PLL moms getting hammered on Merlot and then calling out all the creepy dudes in town.
It's Veronica, I have a question for you.
And then getting trapped in a basement until morning. Ashley, I told you to keep the door open. But I'm holding all the wine. But we don't need 4 bottles. You have to prepare in case you get trapped. Oh, for heaven's sakes, Veronica's passed out again. That girl cannot hold her grapes. But she certainly got Peter by his. Last Dance did a lot of things well on top of the Drunk Mom Investigations. But one of my few gripes is with this prom. Alison has done a lot of terrible things in her life. Some of them unforgivable, but I've never been more upset with her than while I was sitting here watching her try to figure out this big bad wolf riddle. And I know her flitting around the world's most elaborate prom, one that she wasn't even supposed to be at, gave the other liars time to conveniently develop storylines with their sweethearts. At a dance they also weren't supposed to be at. But then Allie walks up to a dude holding drinks and asks if he's Charles. Yeah, Allie. Charles is posted up in your high school gym passing out punch to all the kids. He only likes to do that when all the kids are yoked together in his doll dungeon. Here's the thing about Alison. There's only so much of her extremes that I can take. I was glad when they dulled her edgier, scheming side for something a little more human. But now she's more human than human. She's almost whiny. There has to be a middle ground with Alison, right? Can we just get to a place where I don't hate her? Also, not to harp on this too much, but how did she get in? How did any of the liars get in? They're specifically banned from prom, and I'm assuming that prom ban list is pretty short, probably just 5 names. And yet all of them were able to sneak in. If the school is so scared about security at their soiree, maybe they should focus on how 5 teenage girls were able to slip in undetected. I'm just saying. In any case, Last Dance did what any penultimate episode of a season is supposed to do these days. Ask questions. So many things came to a head in that really long dance scene. Is Ezra moving on to date women that aren't still in high school? Will Hannah move to New York and/or is Caleb A? Is Spencer still on drugs right now? Because she just said that she was inspired by Toby. How does Emily not respond to this?
Whatever happens, you mean a lot to me.
With what do you mean? What's gonna happen? And then all the normal questions like, where's Ken? Where's Jason? Who's Reese? Who's Charles? Why prom? Broken mirrors? Mrs. Horowitz? Etc., etc. Mostly though, it sets the mood for the upcoming episode. So much has been discussed and inferred about Game Over Charles that there was no need to whip the audience into an already present fervor. But what this episode did do well is to set the table. And I think one of the key reasons why this episode felt so honest is that the girls were allowed to be teenagers. After 6 seasons, we can sometimes forget that they're larger than adolescents' personalities. Still just belong to adolescence. Barn prom was exactly what barn prom would be. Everyone gussied up for the pretense of an alternative dance, only to devolve in the girl sitting on a couch swiping through photos of the actual dance. It's such a simple scene, but it's important in reminding us who these girls are. They're still in high school. Prom is important to their experience, and it makes their coupling realizations all that much more understandable. Arya deals with parting ways with someone who's ostensibly the love of her life. Spencer honors her valiant yet unworthy boyfriend by putting him on a lofty pedestal. Hannah looks forward to a sparkling, fantasy-like future. And Emily allows herself to be blinded to danger by her teenagery hormones. A lot of that might not have worked had we not earlier grounded the liars, who are so often in a surreal world of common horror that we lose track of their age. But all that's past. It's finally here. Game Over Charles is the next episode, and it should prove to be exciting. Hopefully. Unless my theory from the last episode proves true, where Charles is only being offered to us because he's now a useless cog in the A machine. But we're rooting for the better story here. There are a lot of promises being bandied around for the finale, and while I'm skeptical that people will get as many as they expect, we should get some gasworthy moments, including at least one that'll fill YouTube with a bunch of reaction videos.
Oh my god.
It's interesting to watch the show in parallel with True Detective Season 2. Both shows are about anonymous yet nefarious hands shaping the realities of their victims. Both feature a stack of mysteries that are gradually revealed over time. But Nick Pizzolatto has never been compelled to straight up lie to his audience in order to keep a secret wrapped. And yet, with both finales next week, I trust Pretty Little Liars to have the better finish. Maybe that's not fair because PLL has had more momentum and time for development. But this season of True Detective has been festooned with turd blossoms. Interesting things that have risen against all odds from what has been mostly crap. Whatever Ray, Ani, and Frank uncover in Vinci doesn't seem like it's going to be very gasworthy, or really even very interesting. Whereas Pretty Little Liars still has the veneer of capability to provide us a thrilling ending. But definitely look for True Detective during the next award season. The Liars will be the one holding novelty surfboards. Hey, you guys, The next time I see you, you're gonna know who Charles is. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave some comments. Let's talk about what you think is going to happen next week. Also, if you want to know when these videos come out, if you subscribe to this channel, you'll get notifications from YouTube. You can go on a 3-day meth binge, not know what day it is, but YouTube will remind you when the video's up. Don't go on a 3-day meth binge. It can't be good for you.